We are back once again on all our enlightenment, educative video and compliance video as regards CAC, taxes, of course, accounts, your accounting books, training, and every other thing that you need for your business, for industry compliance, with the regulatory authority compliances. So we have been bringing you video on CAC. We are accredited CAC agents, and we want to ensure that you are getting it right from the starting point, from the beginning, from the onset of your business. So in today's video, we'll be bringing you lists of all registered businesses in Nigeria. Even though the last video we brought to you is a bit similar, but it's different in a way, because we want to ensure that you are well enlightened, you get all the necessary knowledge that you need while you are starting your business. So you come along with me in today's video. So it is non-negotiable to get it right. You need to get it right from the beginning of your business. So if you don't know any business that you can do, just come to our YouTube channel. You will see the list of businesses that you can do, and you must formalize your business. That is why we are here as your CAC accredited agents. And of course, we do accounting, we do taxes, we do audits, we do training, and every other business compliances that you need. Make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can ensure that we're bringing you more videos that will help you and help your business. So, list of all business types registered with CAC in Nigeria. The first one here is business name, which we usually call BN. Their registration number used to start with BN, business name. So what is business name? It is also called enterprise or venture. This is the simplest and cheapest form of registration. So if you are starting out a business and you don't have much money from the beginning, you are just doing your little businesses, you can start with business name. So what's the explanation that this business name is? That it is owned by a single person, like sole proprietor, or by partners. There can be one or two partners too, which we call partnership business. Then no separate legal identity from the owners. So the owners and the business are all together as one. That's why their own taxes is under personal income tax, like normal payee. Then low compliance requirements. The compliances are not as much, it is low, but definitely there is still one or two compliances they need to comply with. Then it is suitable for small and medium businesses, little business here and there. It is suitable for them. So you need to know the capacity that you are currently and the type of business that you need to register for. An example of these businesses, for example, Tosin Fashion House, SwiftRide Logistic Enterprises. We are already giving you names of business. Goodnews, Barbing Salon, GreenBowl Food and Catering Services, POS Services. So yeah, there are some businesses that you can register under business name. Then number two is private company limited by shares, which we usually call LTD or limited. It is the most common type of company registration. It is very common, right? So it is everywhere, all over. So we have explanation is that owners, which is the shareholders, are only liable to the extent of their shares. So it is limited to the shares that they have in the company. Company has a separate legal entity, meaning that the owner and the business, they are separate. If anything happens, it is the business, not the owner. So that's why we call it limited liability company. Unlike business name, if anything happens to the business, both the owner and the business will be liable to it. So goods for businesses that want to, it is good for businesses that want to grow, access loans, or work with large organizations. So you can see the reason. If you want to go into private companies, it means that you want to scale, you want to work with big organizations and render your product and services. Then minimum of one shareholder. Yes, there's need for shareholder. There will be director, there will be shareholder, and you can also have up to 50 shareholder depending on your number of shares. Then we have examples of this limited liability company like Blue Tech Innovations Limited, Prime Build Construction Limited, Evergreen Real Estate Development Limited, Ocean Wave Oil and Gas Limited. So these are examples of companies that can be registered under limited liability company. Then number three, we have public company limited by shares. We call them PLC. It is a large-scale company that can offer shares to the public. So this public liability company, their shares are traded on the floor of the stock exchange. The explanation here is that it allows raising funds from investors or listing on the stock exchange. Higher regulatory requirements are recorded here. So we need higher regulatory requirements to be able to go into this kind of business registration. Then it must have at least 2 directors, at least. So they can have as many directors as up to 5, but the minimum is 2 and a lot of shareholders. Example is Dangote Cement PLC. We all know Dangote. MTN Nigerian PLC. Access Holding PLC. So you'll be seeing PLC at the end of their name. Unlike the private company, you see LTD because it is private. Then number 4, we have company limited by guarantee, which can have LTD or GTE at the end of their name. It is used primarily for non-profit organization. So you must know why you are going into a business. So if you want to go for non-profit organization, company limited by guarantee may be the option. You can choose incorporated trustee. So explanation here is that there is no share capital, does not distribute profits to members. It requires approval of the Attorney General of the Federation. It is ideal for NGOs and similar organizations that promote public goods. So that is the essence why you want to go into this kind of business. So you must be able to do your homework and know why you are doing this business. Example is Hope for All Foundation Ltd/GT, Youth Skills Development Initiative. You see Ltd/GT at the end of the name. Then we have Clean Health Environmental Foundation. We have LTD or GT, so it promotes public goods. It is not for profit making. Then we have unlimited company, which you will see UNLTD at the end of the name to denote that it is unlimited company. So it is a company where the liability of shareholders is unlimited. The liability of the shareholders are unlimited. So explanation here is that members are personally liable for company's debts. So if anything happens to the company, they will also take the owner to bear debts or the risks, then it is rare in Nigeria. We don't normally have this type of business or company, although we have, but it is not common. Then it is used by businesses that require high level of confidentiality and flexibility. So that is the reason for this kind of unlimited company registration. Examples here are Apex Capital Unlimited, Gold Trust Investments Unlimited. The number 6 is incorporated trustees, which we usually have IT at the beginning of their business registration. It is for organizations that set up for religious, cultural, social, or charitable purposes. That is the reason why you want to register this type of incorporated trustee with CAC. Explanation is that it is managed by a board of trustees. It is non-profit in nature. They are just seeking for the welfare of their members, promoting the welfare of their members. Has its own legal identity, yes, it has a separate legal entity like company as well. It is suitable for associations, religious bodies, clubs, association, and communities, right? That is the reason for this type of registration with CAC. Example is Redeemed Faith Outreach Ministry, Incorporated Trustees, you see IT. Association of Young Entrepreneurs, Incorporated Trustees. Elite Social Club of Nigeria, Incorporated Trustee. Community Development Association, CDA. So this is Incorporated Trustees. So the summary of everything here is that you are going into any business type, you must know the reason why you are going into it. Is it for profit making? For providing welfare to people, offering public goods? You must be able to identify all of that. So for business name, the nature is that there's a simple registration and it is owned by the owner. The owner is together with the business. There's no separate entity. It is suitable for small businesses. Example of business like Salon, POS, and logistic businesses. Then private limited company with share capital. Although their shares are not traded on the public exchange, it is suitable for SMEs and it is the most common business that we have. Startups, agency, consulting, professional firm, tech businesses. Then number 3 is public liability company. They can sell their shares to the public, they can raise funds from investors. So it is large corporations and it is suitable for banks, for telecom, like MTN that we have, the Dangote, the Access Holdings PLC. Then we have company limited by guarantee. It is non-profit, no shares, and they don't distribute profits to their members. It's suitable for NGOs, for foundation, for charity organization. Then unlimited company, no limit to liability. So it is not so common in Nigeria, even though we have some companies like that, but it is not common. Then special projects, investments, capital. So that is the reason why you want to go into that kind of business. Then the last but not the least, incorporated trustee. It is registered trustees governing a body. So it is owned by or managed by the trustees, and it is suitable for religious organization, social clubs, association, charities, and cultural organization. So before you register a business, you must know the reason why you are registering that type of business. And that's why we are bringing you all this video. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and you can feel free to reach out to us to register your business for you and also serve as your compliance, business consultant, tax consultant, external auditor, and any business compliances that your business require to stay compliant. So we are Tosin Consulting. Until we meet again in another video, stay compliant.